A lot of people seem to be having some trouble with spiccato these days, so I'm going to show you a quick video here how to work on a spiccato. First of all, the thing to know is that you need to have a really nice loose thumb, and thumb placement on the bow is really important. Stay tuned in a few minutes because I'm going to show you an aid that can really help you with your thumb placement. But for me, I put my thumb on the inside of the bow. In other words, here's my bow, and the inside is this side, and the outside is this side. So my thumb is always going to be on this side of the bow. Some people put their thumb through the bow like this. That doesn't work. We need the bow to be on this side and with a nice balance. So if we have a nice bow hold like this, I should be able to pick up my first finger easily, even my second and my third, like this, and still have the bow nicely balanced. You'll notice that my thumb is nice and curvy, just like that. The thumb needs to be very loose. So I'm going to practice some strokes here, right at the frog, making small bow strokes at just a nice easy speed like so. You'll notice that my fingers are nice and loose and flexible. If you have any questions about that, take a look at my video on the collet stroke to practice like this and get finger strength and flexibility. I play at the frog and feel the bow across in a nice legato sound. Now I'm going to change to a little bit of a brush stroke. So every time I play a stroke, I'm going to lift the bow just a little bit. Like so. Thumb very loose, fingers flexible near the frog. You notice the bow rides on some sort of an arc like this. If the bow goes too straight, the sound is not good. So I'm going to have to curve the bow just a little bit to give myself that nice sound. Now I can try to play at some speed. So I'm going to try to put the metronome at 60 and play some eighth notes. Just to get used to the stroke. Now I'm going to play 16th notes. Now I'm going to try to get it to bounce a little bit. If you notice, I always play a nice long bow after I play this to make sure that I can control my bow from going off the string to on the string. Like that. I go to Schradiak page 1 and play a very simple scale. It's really nice to practice scales when you're trying to learn spiccato. Like so. You notice the bow stays pretty close to the string and doesn't go off too far. If the bow goes off too far, we generally lose control and can't play fast enough. Plus it's uneven. So let's see that again. Just for fun, let's do it on the G string. That means my arm needs to adjust just a little bit. Like so. Now if we want to, we can play the bow even farther towards the middle. So I'm just going to try to find my sweet spot. That's where the bow bounces really easily. Over here I have to kind of make it bounce. But if I go about here, I can find a place where the bow wants to bounce itself. Remember, your thumb needs to stay loose. The thumb needs to stay loose. Now I'm going to do 2 notes per bow. think I said that right. Like that. Now I graduate, I'll do a G major scale of 1 octave, so I go over 2 strings. Like that. And then I can do a C major scale going over 4 strings. Just like that. Now I was talking before that there's a little aid that can really help with your thumb. So I'm going to go over and get my other bow where I've put this aid already. I'm back and you can see that this bow has this black rubber thing on here with a little indentation here. That's where my thumb's going to go. So it's going to help me because this is nice and squishy. I put my thumb inside and that makes myself have a really good thumb position, and I can keep my thumb nice and loose because the rubber's all squishy. This is made by Stringvisions, Stringvision, and it's a bow hold apparatus. So I'm going to try the same scale with this, and I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. It's really helpful because when I use this, I can't really hold the bow tightly. It puts my thumb in a place where it has to be very loose. At first it's a little disconcerting, but when I get used to it, I get used to that feeling of having a very nice, loose, and supple thumb. So remember, just to recap, start by playing some nice legato strokes at the frog. Try to get the bow to be able to lift on every stroke in a nice arced way. And then keep your fingers, especially your thumb, really loose and try to start playing your spiccato. I hope this video helps you. It's kind of a short general video, but just doing those few things will certainly help you on your road to having a very beautiful spiccato. Until I see you the next time, happy practicing!